Welcome to Daily Bread. As always, this reading is timeless, which means whenever you find this message, or whenever this message finds you, is when you're meant to see it. So please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. The energy's already been cleared. Let's get started. Let's start by asking Source, what is the energy we need to focus on for this message? Source, what is the energy we should focus on for this message? Source, what is the energy we should focus on for this message? Source, what is the energy we should focus on? Too many cards. Sorry. Butterfingers. Awesome. Hope. Yeah. Source is telling someone right now that your hopes are real. So right away, the thing that's come into my mind, and so let me start by saying this. I think that spiritualities, faiths that then evolve into religions turn into languages. And just like those languages represent words and ideas, I think that the terminology the different faiths use represent languages that people can speak. And just like you can translate English and French and German to each other, you can do the same with faith. So when I'm talking, I don't want anyone to be offended. I don't mean to trigger anybody. But what I'm seeing with this card is that faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. And Source is trying to tell you that right now, you've been given a little bit of faith. Somebody has been praying for faith. Somebody has been asking Source to believe. Somebody has been asking Source for a sign. Somebody has been asking God to show them what they are hoping for. Somebody's asked God to open the floodgates of heaven. And Source is telling you right now, it's open. It's opening right now. And Source is saying your hopes are about to be rewarded. Source is saying that right now, those nights that you've spent believing in a light that you could only dream of, that light is right on the is just a few steps ahead of you. So let's go ahead and dig into hope, because what I'm seeing right now in this case is hope is not a prison for you, but hope is a motivator. Hope is calling somebody to action. So please take this as it resonates with you. Press that like button and leave a comment. Source, what more can you tell us about hope? What more can you tell us about hope? What are you trying to tell us about hope, Source? What do we need to know about hope in our lives right now? All right. And I'm even going to take this one because it flipped up and it's sticking out to me. And there was one that fell off the table, and I'm going to take that one as well. Absolutely. All right. Yep. So when I do my reading, everything that happens is input. So first thing right off the bat with this 8 of Swords, this fell off the table. So this is Source letting me know that someone has finally taken their blindfolds off. Someone has finally gotten out of a situation where circumstances and influences and all of these things that were outside of your control were convincing you that you had less control over yourself. As a matter of fact, someone was convinced they had no control over their self. And someone has taken that blindfold off and has seen that those limitations were all in your head, and that somebody or some people were playing a mind game with you, and you have picked up some beliefs along the way that don't serve you anymore. And somebody has recently let those go, and that's something that's bringing this hope into this situation. These two cards came out together. It is the Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Yes, so I see someone who has been sowing seeds all along the way, and Source is saying that your victory is coming along. So I see someone who has been taking the slow and steady path, and I'm talking about someone has had to work like Kobe just to shine like Russell, if you know what I'm saying. Somebody has had to do twice the amount of work in with half the amount of resources, and you have been able to make it work. So somebody has been sowing seeds with the little bit that they had, and you've been sowing into projects and people even. I see someone with such a big heart. You've been sowing into people who could never pay you back. And that is why Source is saying your victory is coming, because Source sees all of those seeds that you've been sowing, and you reap what you sow. And that's the hope that you've been waiting for. Someone has been hoping that you reap what you sow. And in this case, it's a good thing, because you have nothing to fear about what you're reaping. And I also see this Four of Wands, which is celebrating. I see someone getting a new opportunity. I see someone celebrating outside of a new house, moving to a new city, getting a new job offer. I see someone who's celebrating moving to a new country. I see someone who's celebrating, I see someone who's getting an opportunity to go to a specific college. And this institution is going to set your mind on fire in a very absolutely positive way. I see someone getting excited about going places that set their passions on fire. So wherever this new place is, congratulations to you. Victory is coming. So, I'm hearing right now, ooh, child, things are going to get easier. One day we'll walk in the ray of a beautiful sun. One day when the world's much brighter, and I'm seeing that brighter world is coming to you right now. And with this Six of Cups, I see someone has been trying to manifest something for a very long time. You have been putting your emotion into it. You've been journaling. You've been focusing on it. You've been concentrating. You've been putting in the work. You've been going to the meetings. You've been going to the appointments. You've been seeing the doctor. I see someone who's trying to get pregnant, and you're finally pregnant. So congratulations to you. And I see someone who is about to get married. I see someone who, as a matter of fact, I see someone who has a childhood dream. And if you go back, okay, all right, this is so awesome. I see someone who used to journal when they were younger, maybe in your teenage years, and now you're an adult. I want you to go find that journal and read it. Or maybe you have recently opened up one of your old journals and you've realized that your life is actually pretty close to how you imagine. And while it's off in some ways, the feeling is what's consistent. And that's what Source wants you to know. Source has called us all to life to celebrate and to be joyful in our experience of life and in our experience of time. And I see someone who has gotten rid of all the limitations that threaten your ability to feel comfortable in your time, because your time is all you have and you want to feel safe and celebratory in your time. And I see someone who's finally getting that. So let's ask Source for one more card from the Oracle about what actions or advice we can take to move in this hope and continue to see our dreams and goals and manifestations come to fruition. Please, again, take this as it resonates with you and press that like button, comment, and follow. Share with someone you care about if this resonates with someone who you think it might resonate for. And we're going to ask Source for one more card from the Oracle deck for actions or advice. Time for a nap. Absolutely. Yep. So what I'm seeing right here is Source is telling someone that because you've already done all the work of sowing the seeds, there's only so much you can do. A watched pot never boils kind of thing. And I hate using these cliches, but the more that you if you try to dig up a seed to check if it's growing, it won't grow anymore. So Source is saying your hope is there. Your faith is there. You've been given faith and you've been asking to believe. And now is your time to believe. All you have to do is believe. You've been asking for an opportunity to believe. You've been asking for faith, and you ask for these things. You ask for belief. You ask for faith so you can exercise it. How do you exercise it? You take a nap. You get your rest. You nourish yourself. You get your sleep. You exercise. You go take walks outside. You drink a lot of water. You stay hydrated. And Source is telling you that you don't have to worry, because again, it's how you experience your time, and your time is meant for celebration and rest. Good rest makes for good fun. So that's my reading for you today. Please, again, take it as it resonates. Go ahead, press that like button, follow, send it to someone you care about, and I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in to Daily Bread.